Okay, in this topic, weather, climate, and adaptations of various animals for various climatic conditions. First, we'll discuss about weather. Weather plays a major role in our everyday life. Do you accept it? See, for example, very simple thing. What dress you should wear? Today, if it is hot, you'll wear something which is cotton, light in weight. Yes or no? If it is very cool, you'll wear something which is having very thick clothes. You'll try to wear the thickest of your clothes, or you will try to wear sweater, something like that, woolen clothes or something like that. If it is rainy, you try to wear something that protects you from rain, like raincoat, boots that are rain boots, all these things, so that you are safe, right? So in this way, you protect yourself from weather conditions. You dress according to your weather conditions, and you eat also according to your weather conditions. If it is very hot, you try to drink something which is very cool, juices, fruit juices, or something like that. If it is very cool, you try to eat something which is very hot and spicy. Yes, sir. So your weather condition not only describes your dresses, your way of eating, several other things. Your uh, elders are planning for some functions at home. They check, they check the dates where there is no rain and where there is no chance for rain. They select their dates. If you are going out for a trip, you go from a hot place to a cool place. You try to go to cool place. It is comparatively cooler than this hot summer in a hot summer. Okay. So when you're going to such cool place, if it is a hilly region, you prepare accordingly. If it is a coastal region, you prepare accordingly. Yes or no? Area has so much moisture and you feel very sweaty there. Okay, even if it is very cold, you feel sweaty there. The reasons I'll say you next. If it is a cold region, you pack yourself with woolen clothes, mufflers, and all. So, depending upon whether we make decisions, not only these decisions, even if it is there some cyclone, people who are near to coast should make themselves alert about it. People who are going to fishing and all, they should not go. All these things, skiing, all this will be banned for days. Where there are cyclones, people will migrate from the coastal areas to their near and dear houses so that they are safe during the cyclone times. Okay, so this way, weather has a very good influence on our everyday life. Okay. Do you think that weather and climate are the same thing? We'll discuss about it, right? Okay. What is weather? Weather describes the humidity, temperature, wind speed, wind direction, and clouds. All these will decide a daily weather. Okay. If there is more, what is humidity? Amount of water vapor in the atmosphere. If it is more, if humidity is more, what will happen? It sweats. What is the reason? If the water vapor in the environment is more, the skin also eliminates some amount of water. That water that is coming out of the skin cannot be evaporated outside. Why? Already moisture is present in the atmosphere. Okay. So because of that reason, your sweat does not evaporate. You feel sticky, sultriness. That is not sweatiness. It is called as sultry. Sultry because the surrounding atmosphere is still cool, but still you're sweating, and that's not very hot. It's not very hot like it is on the non-coastal areas. In coastal areas, humidity is more. Even if it is a little warmer, what happens? The sweat that is coming out of your body will not evaporate, and your clothes will be wet with the sweat. Okay, you can see this phenomena even before it rains. When the temperature is very hot at that time, before it rains, you can see that there are winds. At that time, you feel sultriness. Why? At that time, when the wind is there, The clouds that are far away somewhere in other regions, they are brought close. When they come close, the atmospheric what is it, humidity increases. When this humidity increases, what happens? Your sweat cannot evaporate from your body. When the sweat is not able to evaporate from your body, what happens? The same thing, sultriness. Your sweat becomes more. Okay. So next time, when there is a slight rainfall, also you can feel this time. This one. When there is slight rainfall, at that time your sweat does not decrease, but humidity in air increases. You feel that sweatiness. Okay. All these are different ways, different situations when if it is humidity is, if the humidity is more, how it impacts. Okay, if temperature is more, you say that temperature is very hot, today is very hot. If the temperature is less, you say today it is very cool. So temperature, humidity, not only this, wind speed also will decide. If the wind is blowing, you feel that day climate is very nice, that day's weather is very nice. Wind direction also decides. Clouds, if the clouds are there, the day is a little bit cold compared to the day where there is no clouds. The main reason behind all this is this is impacted by sun. Okay, sun is the main reason for all this, right? And one thing about weather is it's not constant. Every day will it rain? Every day will it be cloudy? Every day will it be cool? No, one day. So you take one area for 2 consecutive days or 3 consecutive days. You check the weather. It's not same. It keeps on changing. How sun is influencing. So this is Earth's surface. Sun's rays fall on the Earth's surface. Okay. If there are clouds in between, some part of sun's rays are reflected. Very less amount of radiations will reach the sun surface of the earth. So earth will not get heated too much, and that day weather is cool. Suppose if these clouds are not there, what will happen? Sun's rays are reaching the earth's surface directly, and this part is getting heated. The surface will get heated, inner layers will not get heated because only a less amount of sun's rays are absorbed by the earth's surface. Remaining all is reflected into this atmosphere. This atmosphere which is around us will absorb the remaining heat. As a result, that day is very hot. Okay. Let us take how humidity is being affected. If a person is living near the coastal area, this is a water body, this is a water body, and this is the coast. The sun's rays are falling on the surface of the earth as well as on the surface of water. The water is getting evaporated. At the same time, the heat, the air that is present above the surface of the earth also is getting heated. The warm air that is present just above the earth's surface is going up. Always remember, warm air moves up. Warm air moves up. That's why we have ventilators at the top of our house. Ventilators are present at the top of our house. Why? Warm air from the surface moves to upper direction, and ventilators will let the warm air move outside. So this warm air that is present here also moves up. What will happen to this space? This space is here. There is an empty space created. Not really empty space. Actually, there will not be created empty space. Why? Immediately after this air moves out, this air rushes here. As a result, what will happen? The water vapor filled air is moving to the coastal areas. This is water vapor filled air. So, this water vapor filled air is having more humidity. So, in this way, humid air is moving this side. Right? Okay. So, This is how the humidity of the area. More water vapor in the air, more humidity is present. Okay. Rain also is influenced by this sun only. Cloudiness. I'll say you how. You take for example water cycle. What happens in a water cycle? This is water. When sun's rays fall on the, okay, here we'll draw the water body. When sun's rays fall on this water body, evaporation takes place. Sun's rays are falling here, evaporation takes place. It turns into clouds. These clouds move to the topper level. When wind blows, when wind blows, the reach, then they start to rain. Okay. So if sun does not evaporate the water that is present in this waters, will the cloud form? This cloud, if it is not formed, will it rain? So sun is having its influence in rain also. So we saw the influence of sun in changing temperature, in changing humidity, in changing the in rainfall also, in cloud movement also. Cloud movements, how cloud movement occurs because of winds that is flowing. How winds are flowing? The same concept, how I explained the uh, concept of humidity, the same thing happens. Why this wind is moving? So this is any water body like ocean, seas. We have almost uh, most of our land is covered, most of our globe is covered with water body only. So this ocean water is getting turned into evaporated because of heat of sun. And here the warm air is raising up. The sun is heating this air that is present above the surface of the earth. When the sun is heating the surface, what happens? The air here gets warmer, and the warmer air being lighter, it moves up. Water, warmer air that is lighter moves up to occupy this place. This sea, this, what do you say, air that is present above the oceans move in this direction. And this is called as sea breeze. Okay. So this circulation keeps the air that is going up again. It the air that is going up again it gets cooled. It comes down again. It is getting moving to the surface of the land. So there is a circulation of wind like this. What is happening in the circulation? Step one, air is getting warmer. Step two, the warmer air being lighter moves up. When something goes up at a higher altitude, temperature is very less. So what happens to the warm air? Here the warm air gets cooled. Again, this warm air being heavier, it comes down. Sorry, cool air being heavier, it comes down. Again, it gets warm. It goes top. So this circulation is seen. You take the same thing in night time. What happens? In night time, there is no sun because of absence of sun. This sea water is warmer. Why it is warmer? Because sun has heated it. Sun has heated it. When? In the morning time. So why does it not get cooled in the night time? The earth gets cooler faster compared to water. Okay, water gets cooler slowly, it gets warmer also slowly. To compare, when you go to any coastal area, you feel that land is hot, but water is cool. Why? What is the reason? Air gets heated very fast, land gets heated very fast, water does not get heated very fast. In the night time, when you go to the same coast, and touch the water, you feel that water is warm. Why? It has taken the sun's rays from morning to evening, but it takes time to get cooler. Okay? Earth, it gets heated very fast. Earth gets heated very fast and cools very fast. Whereas ocean water heats slowly and cools also slowly. So now this warmer air, this is cooler and this is warmer. Here the warmer air moves up, the same phenomena. The water is warm, the air above it, it gets warmer. The warmer air being lighter moves up. As a result of this, the cooler air that is present on land will move to the water and the circulation of air again takes place. The same thing, warmer air moves up, gets cooled, come down, it will move this side. Warmer air moves up, gets cooled, it moves down, again it gets warmer, it moves. A circulation will take place, and this is called as land breeze. Because of these two, the circulation of air between land and oceans takes place. It's not a small circulation, it's a very big circulation because water bodies are very huge, the land parts are also very huge. So, very big circulation takes place between. Suppose let us assume that this is Indian Ocean, this is the southern part of India. The circulation takes place between Indian Ocean and southern part of India. This is not a smaller circulation, very big circulation. So now wind is caused because of sun, yes or no? So what I am trying to say is wind is also because of sun. Clouds are being carried because of this wind. So indirectly, sun is playing main role in causing this clouds movement also. So cloud is formed because of sun, cloud is moving because of this sun. Okay, so in one way to understand, it is clear that all the weather changes are because of this sun, right? And when you see the temperature, it is not uniform from morning to evening. There is a change in temperature. From morning to evening, there is a change in temperature. In morning, it will be very less. It rises in the afternoon. Again, it goes down into the night. The temperature, the least temperature of the day is called as minimum temperature of the day. And the highest temperature of day is called as maximum temperature of the day. Okay, this is recorded every day. To understand the climate of an area, weather is recorded every day. As a part of that, temperature is recorded every day, maximum temperature and minimum temperature. For this, there is an instrument called as maximum minimum thermometer. Maximum minimum thermometer, that is invented by a scientist named Six. So this thermometer is called as Six maximum minimum thermometer. It records it is the same thermometer and it records the maximum temperature and minimum temperature of the day. Okay, who does this? Who is recording and all? The recording of weather is done by a department called as meteorological department. How do they record? By earth stations. There are earth stations that record the conditions on land, on various parts of land. And there are certain satellites that revolve around satellites that revolve around globe. They also record certain changes. So these changes that are recorded by earth stations as well as uh, Weather satellites. Weather satellites. Okay, these are not natural satellites. They are man-made satellites that are sent by human beings so that the climate is recorded at regular intervals of time. Weather is recorded at regular intervals of time. Based on the data that is taken from the earth stations and weather satellites, meteorological departments, the scientists who do study on the weather and climate is called as meteorologist. Meteorologist. The scientist studies the weather changes every day, and every day in the morning newspaper we can see the reports. A report of weather can be seen, which includes temperature, wind, rainfall, clouds. Everything will be sun's how much sun heat, yeah, temperature, all these things are given in the weather report. So every day morning itself you can understand or guess what is to be, what will be today, what will be the temperature today, how much rainfall will be there, is there a rainfall or not, will it be cloudy today or will it be very hot today, will it be very cool today, all will understand. So previously it was only on TV or radio that weather report was given. Now simply you open the Google and search today's weather report, you get the results of today's weather, right? And this process of prediction of weather is called as weather forecasting. Predicting weather is called as weather forecasting. If you observe a weather forecast, you can clearly understand that no no area has the same weather every day. It keeps on changing. Sometimes it's cloudy, sometimes it's cool, sometimes it's hot. The same area changes its weather condition day by day. Okay, so with this, I'll end today's topic, children. We have 9 more minutes. Let me see what are your doubts. If the time permits, I'll restart it.